Ladies and gentlemen, the following podcast is set for one episode. Your host from Columbus, Ohio, is Michael Kirk. Welcome to the Outlaw Mudcast. Hello and welcome to the Outlaw Mudcast, your digital audio dirt sheet for all things Super Show. We have a lot of tournaments to talk about this week. I'll start with one that's very close to my heart. I enjoy being in the 2024 Create a Competitor competition. We have started the round of 16. The 8 matches between one member of the LFF and one member of WWX. They announced on Wednesday during Talk of the Universe that the match would start on Friday. The match launched Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. It will go until 9 p.m. Eastern Wednesday nights. Before I start getting down into the details of the match, I'm going to make 2 criticisms I've made in the past, I will likely make in the future. Number 1, to me, the CCC is about promos, building hype for the matches. 2 days is not enough time to build hype. It needs to be longer. There should be a week from the time the match is announced until the time the match starts, approximately. 2 weeks is probably too much. I'd be fine with it, but at least a week. Second, 5 days of voting. We don't need 5 days of voting. 2 days, 48 hours is enough. As someone who's participated in this contest more than I'd say anybody else in Super Show, pretty much after the first 36 hours, when the match starts on Friday, pretty much by the end of Saturday night, the voting is done. Some votes may trickle in on Sunday. By and large, voting's done, and we know the results. The results Saturday night usually don't change by the end of voting. We know from the last round, the results from the end of Saturday, from Saturday night, didn't change at all. 1 through 12 as of Saturday night was 1 through 12 as of the end of the contest on Wednesday. Are there exceptions to this? Yes. I've been in matches that went down to the wire, that went down to the end of the match after a 48-hour round. That does happen. But usually close matches like that don't happen, especially early on in the tournament. I don't believe it's necessary to have these long rounds. Also, as someone who's participated in them, it's a stressful time for you. It puts a lot of stress on the participants to be in these long rounds. 48 hours is a long time. 120 hours is even longer. I can't imagine the stress of a 120-hour round. I don't want anyone to go through that. So just for the players themselves, the extra 3 days is not making a big difference in the round. Now, I could be proven wrong because there are 3 more days of voting here. And maybe there is a huge shift Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But let me give you the results as they are right now. Let me mention this too. I first calculated the vote totals Saturday night, 11 p.m. Eastern. As of the time I'm recording this, after 1 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, none of these vote totals have changed. Not a single person has made a post, has earned anyone an additional point since Saturday night. I also realized I haven't mentioned what this match is, so let me mention that right now. In the first match of the top 16, we have representing the LFF, the Game Master, and representing WWX, Cole Bradley. I have seen a video promo from the Game Master for this round. I have seen nothing from Cole Bradley. I've seen nothing from WWX, period. I don't know if they are making promos and posts and just putting them in another location. As of right now, I've seen nothing from Cole Bradley. I've seen nothing from the Caveman, who is the team captain for WWX. I would at least think if Cole Bradley can't do it, their team captain can put something up. But right now I've seen nothing from WWX, which to me is important. To me, this match and the first few matches in this WWX versus LFF round, these matches are going to show us how much fire WWX is going to bring. What kind of power are they going to have in this contest? With that being said, here is where we are right now. On Facebook, you can score points for the person you're supporting 3 ways on Facebook. There's a post on the SRG Universe Facebook page, not the discussion group, the official company page for the CCC. Under that post, you can comment a hashtag protect and serve to support Cole Bradley, hashtag never stop rolling to support the Game Master. The hashtag scores that person 1 point. You can post a GIF. The GIF scores an additional 2 points. You can also post a video just supporting who you want to see win. That video gives the person you're supporting 3 points. You can give someone up to 6 points on Facebook. You can do the same thing on Twitter. Now X, but I think most people still call it Twitter. Same thing. The SRG Universe Twitter page has a post. Reply to that post. Hashtag earns 1 point for the person you're supporting. GIF or meme, 2 points. Most people are doing GIF because the platform actually gives you the option to do a GIF. The meme you have to create somewhere else and bring in. Meme or GIF is worth 2 points. And then video is 3 points. So you can earn up to 6 points for the person you're supporting on Twitter. And then finally, there's an Instagram post on the SRG Universe Instagram page. Comment the hashtag in the comment below. That earns 1 point for the person you're supporting. You can earn up to 13 points across all 3 platforms for who you're backing. As of right now, on Facebook, the Game Master has earned 56 points. Cole Bradley has earned 22 points. There is a GIF on there that I don't know who it's for. So there's at least 2 points somewhere for someone. I don't know who that belongs to. It's unclear if it's for the Game Master or for Cole Bradley. On Twitter, there are 6 points for the Game Master, 0 for Cole Bradley. And on Instagram, there are 5 points for the Game Master, 1 for Cole Bradley. This is a total of 67 points for the Game Master and 23 points for Cole Bradley. The Game Master is leading as of right now by 44 points. Will this become a game? Will we see a bunch of points for Cole Bradley roll in over the next few days? I don't know. Historically speaking, where we are right now is going to be where we are at the end of the contest. We'll have to see, though. But right now, the Game Master has a substantial lead over Cole Bradley. The next tournament I have news for is Super Show Cup. Last week, the round of 80, the group stage round, ended. They are trying to determine who will be in the top 32. There are currently a number of tiebreaker matches in progress. There are going to be 4 triad matches. The winners of those matches will go on to the top 32. In 2 of those triad matches, the losers will then face off in singles matches, New York rules stipulation, and the winners of those singles matches will go on to the top 32. There's also 1 diversity match. So 2 of the people who are playing the same competitor have to play. The winner will go on to the top 32. These matches must be completed by the end of today as I'm recording this, March 24th. Once all these tiebreakers are done, sometime next week we will see the top 32. We will know who is in the top 32 of the 2024 Super Show Cup, also known as the Calais Cup. Next bit of tournament news, we have the top 4 of the big, meaty invitational. The first semifinal match will see Drew Madsen playing as the Commissioner Drew Madsen take on the Cannoli playing as the Cannoli. The other semifinal match will see Bob Dunn playing as Robert the Brain Dunn take on Craig Brett as the Meeples champion. It's interesting that everyone in the top 4 of this tournament is playing as a competitor they created. You don't often see that. It's nice to see that here. Long Island Tabletop Gaming Expo news. We have the stipulations for the Create a Competitor tournament on Saturday, April 6th. There will only be stipulations in the top 4, so in the 2 semifinal matches and the finals match. Those stipulations will be chosen at random. They will be one of the following 3 stipulations: sticks, stairs, and chairs, Liger's Den, or steel cage. If you're going to be in the tournament at Long Island Tabletop Gaming Expo April 6th and April 7th, prepare for those stipulations. As a reminder, $20 entry fee for the Create a Competitor tournament Saturday the 6th, $10 entry fee for the Grand Battle tournament on the 7th, in addition to the fee to get into the convention. Speaking of conventions, the week after Long Island Tabletop Gaming Expo will be Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo, April 12th through April 14th at the Von Braun Center in Huntsville, Alabama. Here are the ticket prices for that event. The weekend pass, all 3 days, $70. Friday single day for adult is $30. Saturday single day for adult is $40. Sunday single day for adult is $35. All of the VIP tickets are sold out except for the Lifetime VIP. If you're interested in buying that, it's $1,500. Those are all the tickets currently listed on the website. Super Show will be there, selling product, likely debuting product. They will be running events. I will talk about one of those events in a moment. There will be celebrity guests there, 2 wrestling guests that I've heard about, Trish Stratus and Orange Cassidy. If you're interested in going there, maybe having some spectacles signed, you can do that. I've heard that Trish is asking $50 for an autograph. Orange Cassidy is asking for $40. They do have photos as well and photo combos. If you're interested in that, check that out. Jeff McPeak is offering to have spectacles signed. If you want to contact him, reach out to him through Facebook Messenger. There is going to be some form of Create a Product tournament at Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo. We don't know what that is. It could be Create a Competitor. It could be Create a Card. Could be Create a Playmat. Who knows? It's a $25 entry fee for the tournament. It could be Swiss format. It could be group stage format, depending on how many people sign up and are there at the tournament. All previous Create a Competitor tournament winners are booked. All current LFF and regional champions are booked. All competitors from 2-player box sets are booked, unless you bought a box set Friday or Saturday and you're a new player. They're basically reserving the starter deck competitors for brand new players. The Scallywag competitors and entrance cards may also be booked. They're in talks about that. Nothing's been determined about those. So be aware of that as well. Father Light and Practice Sight will be the judges for the event. They'll be running the event. There will be sign-up promos for being part of this tournament. And actually looking at the prize pool at the bottom, it tells you what you're going to be able to create. What you'll be able to create for winning this is based on how many players are in the tournament. So, if only 12 to 20 players are in the tournament, this will be a Create an Alternate Art Card tournament. First place gets to create the card. Second place gets a $20 gift card for supershowthegame.com. If there are 20 to 30 players in the tournament, it becomes a Create a Super Show card tournament. First place gets to create a card. Second place gets a payoff pack. If there are over 30 players in the tournament, It is a create a competitor tournament. First place gets to create a competitor. Second place gets a mystery box. There will also be a promo card for reaching the top cut. So this is potentially a create a competitor tournament, but it might just be create a card or create an alternate art card depending on how many players are in it. I didn't catch that when I was first looking at it, so I'm glad I went through it. But this is a create a product depending on the number of players in the tournament event. And then the final bit of tournament news I have is that the Grand Gathering 4 Tag Team Tournament is live. 29 players signed up by the deadline. They have from now until April 28th to play matches to earn their way into the top 16. For each victory, they score 2 points. For each loss, they lose a point. They get a negative point. If a team reaches -3 points, they're eliminated from the tournament. Again, the top 16 will get in and will play at Grand Gathering 4 live in person. The teams are public. The competitors the teams are using are not public. It's up to you to schedule your matches. You can play as many matches or as few matches as you want. You can even play 0 matches and hope that 0 points gets you in. We will see what the teams decide to do, but they have until April 28th to play whatever they want to play. And outside of the online tournaments and featured matches from this past week, that's pretty much it. So let's talk about those online tournaments and featured matches. I'll start Monday with Monday Night Fights. There were 12 players in this tournament. They played group stages, 3 groups, 4 players per group. Top 2 players per group made the top cut. I'm not exactly sure what the format was in the top cut. There was a triad match. They do end up getting to a singles final. The finalists are Chris Pagillo playing as Various and Chris Pate playing as Sheep of the Era. The winner, Chris Pate. Congratulations to Chris Pate. The Keeper of the Light, formerly known as Bell, ended up taking 3rd place with the EcoZo version of Bell. That was Monday. Tuesday, we have the Friend or Foe match. This is a match to determine the next contender for the United States Championship. 4 players in this match. They are randomly paired up into tag teams. The first tag team is Coach Brad playing as Danhausen and the LFF Chiropractor playing as the new version of Cyclone. The other tag team is Mitchell Manja playing as Ariel Lipstick and the Misfit playing as Matt Cardona. This match does not go past Crowd Meter 0. The winner at Crowd Meter 0, the team of Coach Brad and the LFF Chiropractor. So, Coach Brad and the LFF Chiropractor immediately start a singles match using their same hands, same discard pile. Obviously, they don't have any cards in play against each other because they were a team prior to this, but they immediately go into a singles match, Crowd Meter 0, no changes to anything. This singles match also ends at Crowd Meter 0. The winner at Crowd Meter 0, who will get a shot at the United States Championship, representing the Big Picture Premium, Coach Brad. Congratulations to Coach Brad for winning the Friend or Foe match, the first ever Friend or Foe match. Thursday, we have Chibi's Thursday Night Fights. There were 14 players in this tournament. 3 groups of 4 players, 1 group of 2 players. Top 2 players per group advance to the top cut. 8 players end up making the top cut. In the quarterfinal round, it looks like they used New York rules stipulation. The semifinal round was table stipulation. The finals match was a last competitor standing match. Your top 4 were your 2 semifinalists, the Possum King playing as Naja Mai, and Mark Perry playing as Sammy the Draw Callahan. The finalists were Simple Chuck playing as Captain CJ Sparra, and Trey Cantrell playing as the King of New York, with the winner, Trey Cantrell. Congratulations to Trey Cantrell for winning Thursday Night Fights. Friday night, there's a pop-up tournament. 10 players in the tournament. They had 3 Swiss rounds and then cut to a top 4. The semifinalists were Alec Ventresca and the Meeple. The finalists were Pat Mulligan playing as the original D1 and Titan playing as Mayhem, member of the Wolfpack, with the winner, Pat Mulligan. Congratulations to Pat Mulligan for winning the Friday night pop-up. This brings us to Sunday night fights. There were 4 matches on the match card for Sunday night fights. The opening match was the first Grand Battle wager match, the Grand Gambling match. As a reminder, the winner of this match is guaranteed to be the final entrant in the opening pod for the Grand Battle. Last year, people were grouped up in the Grand Battle in groups of 6. 2 people started off. 1 entered every 6 turn rolls. I assume it will be a similar format here. The winner of these wager matches, gambling matches, guaranteed the last spot in the opening pod, because the winners of those pods will then face off, and then the winners of those pods will be grouped into pods until we just have 1 pod remaining. I think it was 3 rounds of pods last time at Grand Gathering 3. The loser of the match must enter his pod first, and everyone in his pod will know what competitor he is using. They won't know who he is, but they'll know what competitor he's using. In this first match, we had Jim Bias playing as the Witch's Apprentice take on TVA Commissioner Drew Madsen playing as Candyman Dan. Standard singles match goes to crowd meter 1. The winner at crowd meter 1, rolling an 11, Drew Madsen. So Drew Madsen will enter his pod last. Jim Bias will enter his pod first. And the people in his pod will know what competitor he's using, but they won't know that it's Jim Bias using it. After this match, Drew Madsen, who apparently has the first pick into the Grand Battle Draft, announced that he picked Amazing Red. So he should be, unless something weird happens, playing as Amazing Red in the Grand Battle at Grand Gathering 4. That was the opening match. The second match of the night was for the LFF Tri-State Championship. This was a New York rules match, starting at crowd meter 1, no disqualifications. The challenger, Split, playing as Liger. The champion, Ant West, playing as the new version of the antagonist. This match goes to crowd meter 3. The winner, still champion, Ant West. Ant West dominated on the turn rolls and used that to secure a victory and a successful defense. Congratulations to Ant West. The third match of the night was for the Rust Belt Championship. The challenger, Matt Nealon, playing as the new version of Mike Verna. The champion, the Misfit, playing as the Void. I believe the original version of Void. It's a no disqualification match. It goes to crowd meter 1. The winner at crowd meter 1, still champion, the Misfit. Congratulations to the Misfit on a successful defense. The final match of the night, the LFF Underworld Championship on the line, as challenger, Hold the Line Harry, playing as himself, takes on champion Shane Strickland, playing as El Phantasmo. This was a tables, ladders, and chains match. It goes all the way to, I believe, level 3, more tables. It could be level 4, I might be wrong on that. But it goes to the more tables level. The winner at more tables, new champion, Hold the Line Harry. Congratulations to Hold the Line Harry. This means that both the World and Underworld Championship are held by members of the line and actually members of the tag team, the Transatlantic Express. So congratulations once again to Hold the Line Harry for becoming the newest Underworld champion. There were a few announcements made after Sunday Night Fights during the post-show. First, Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo. I talked about the Create a Product event earlier. There's going to be a tag team tournament on Sunday. So if you're going to Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo, tag team event Sunday. They issued a reminder that this Tuesday coming up, March 26th, before the dojo, General Manager John Clace will talk about events and other things for Grand Gathering 4. And then finally, this was announced before the show, I believe during the pregame show, but reiterated during the postgame show. SRG Universe released some new competitors. They released Matty Bar 1, singles competitor, Shane Tilton, singles competitor, a new version of Charlie Tiger, singles competitor, a Tornado Tag Team, the main event, and a Tornado Tag Team and singles competitor together, the Battaglias as the Tornado Tag Team, the team of the Grand Machine and the Duke, and a new singles competitor of the Duke. As far as events for next week, nothing is currently listed last I looked on supershowthegame.com, but we know Monday is going to be a triad event where the winner will be a contender for the LFF Triad Championship. 18-player cap. They'll have no more than 18 players in the event. The proposed structure, single elimination, 9 singles matches to start. That's assuming all 18 spots are filled. The winners will face off in triad matches, so 3 triad matches. And then the winners of that will be in the final triad match, the winner of which becomes a contender for the LFF Triad Championship. El Hombre Cybernetico and the Mark Jeff Bravo are booked for this event. You can use any singles competitor other than those two. And then Thursday night, I'm assuming Thursday night fights will happen. I have no news on that outside of just I'm assuming it'll happen. Watch for that on supershowthegame.com. Watch for that on the SRG Super Show discussion group on Facebook. With that being said, that is going to do it for this week's episode of the Outlaw Mudcast. I would like to thank all of you for listening, and a good day.